All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday morning. We got Rogue Actions, lots to cover and discuss today. Of course, we got our boy Hynesy here from Down Under. What's going on, Hynesy?
How are you, Cubs? Good morning, buddy. Yes, up and running. I had a pretty busy week with conquests.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you manage to clear Sector 1? With your roster, I was a little concerned.
I may have got the red case. Got it all sorted. Yeah, it took me. I actually spread it out over a few days. I didn't want to rush into it, so I actually spread it out over a few days. Had a cool day. We actually had some fun hanging out with some of our patrons actually, and we were theory crafting some stuff live with them on the stream, and just mucking around and throwing random silly teams in. Had an absolute ball with it. I'm not going to lie. It was really, really amazing. So no, again, pretty good content and not too many complaints. There's a few things, but overall, pretty happy with it, man. Not gonna lie.
We'll have to see. I think we're making our evaluation right now based on what we're not gonna play. Right? We're gonna play hard mode. We're gonna talk a little bit about that on your video. But I'm really curious what that is going to look like exactly once we get to the hard mode. But a little side note. This wasn't meant to be part of the show, but I thought about this and realized I've been using it this way. Is Conquest is almost a little bit of a sandbox mode when you're done with it, isn't it? You can go in, you can find a lot of meta teams that you can face off against and get some tests in. I know I was doing that with my Moff Gideon and Dark Troopers. I was finding some easier teams that I could face off against just to kind of get a feel for what the team runs like. And so that's kind of a little side perk of that you could have some fun with, huh?
Look, the only thing that could make that better, and you're right, I've got my Dark Trooper at about Relic 3 or Relic 4. I've been having some fun in there. Again, playing around with him. I can't use him in arena. It just doesn't work. So it gives me another avenue to, again, play with our toys, which is something we've been asking for a long time. Let's be honest. But yeah, I think that's great. If only there was a way that once we complete those sectors, if we could remove all of the bonuses and the buffs from the data cards, like once you've completed it for like 0 rewards, that would be a genuine sandbox mode built in. I think that would be really cool.
Hopefully they do that. I'm satisfied with where it's at right now. I understand that it's not a true representation, but I'll take what I can get. But yeah, that would be great. All right, meme of the week. This is pretty good. These were cool. But don't forget, this was the original. The original hallway scene was Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn, episode 1, first couple minutes.
It was. Look, yeah, they were both incredible. All three of them are unreal. They really are. The mix of lightsabers and smoke are golden, are they not? I think that's obvious. But yeah, they look incredible. But yeah, it goes right back for some time. Phantom Menace is where it all started.
That's where they got the idea, right? Darth Vader was just copying these guys, okay? Don't you forget it. Obviously, Obi-Wan told him about it, and he's like, "Oh, I got to do that. That's cool." And then he did it in Rogue One.
Still love Rogue One, man. That is a fantastic.
Oh man, it was really good. All right, we got to talk about Bo-Katan. Listen, guys, I'm 99% sure that Bo-Katan has been confirmed via data mine, and here's exactly where this is coming from. If you have not seen this image before, this is the symbol of the Night Owls, which is Bo-Katan's clan of warriors in the on Mandalore. And you can see here's a Wikipedia article on it, a Wikipedia. I mean, there's no way this isn't meant to be the Night Owls, right? She is the literal leader of this clan. Look it up. This is Bo-Katan. This is a passive ability. And the passive, if you look at the file, the passive is called Stronger Together. It says text ability passive Stronger Together, which is something that Bo-Katan literally says in the Mandalorian TV show. Mandalorians are stronger together. Now, whether or not she actually practices what she preaches now that Din Djarin has the Darksaber, that's another story. If I know Bo-Katan, I think she might backtrack a little bit on that statement, but she did say it. And so not only do I think we're getting Bo-Katan, we're getting Mandalorian Bo-Katan. Write this down. This is coming, I think, probably this week.
Yes. Yeah, I think that it's no surprise. We know that they dropped the Imperial Remnant tag, which we knew that was happening. Yeah. It wasn't accidental. It was incidental. And yeah, it's the way it was. I know that. I've talked to a few people now, and we talked about it on the stream during the week. On Friday night in the Grizzly session, we had a chat to our boy Gom, and that was intentional. Yeah, they don't drop this sort of stuff now. They know that these services are out there for the data mines. They know that we can see what's going on automatically when they drop up. They don't do this, incidentally anymore.
No.
It's coming. It's a matter of time. And let's be fair, we think that we need it to finish off, the Beskar Mando character, I think, or that lineup. I think there's still something missing. And we talked about that for some time already in previous videos. So I think it's only, a matter of time, definitely.
And this flows really well into our next subject, and something that makes me really excited. So right now, we've got a pretty good Mandalorian team that isn't quite complete. It feels like that they don't really do as much as I think we wish they would. And it feels the same with the Imperial Remnant faction. They're good. Dark Trooper's very good. His basic ability, wow, all kinds of damage. And so both teams seem to be missing one character. Bo-Katan could easily fit that bill for the Mandalorian squad, and maybe take that, that Beskar Mando squad from just a pretty decent squad to maybe a CLS Darth Revan caliber of squad. Now, same thing with Moff Gideon. And here's the evidence right here. I mean, if we look at Moff Gideon's kit here right now, look no farther than Moff Gideon's leader ability, which literally calls out a very specific team comp. 1 dark side tank ally exactly, 2 dark side attacker allies, and 1 dark side support allies. Now, if you look at the Imperial Remnant faction right now, which is where all this synergy seems to be coming from right now, we've only got 1 tank and we got 2 attackers. We don't have a support Imperial Remnant character. And so I think it lends ourselves to speculate that we're gonna have an Imperial Remnant character that is a support character coming like this week as well. Probably very, very soon on this to round out that team. Don't you think, Hynesy?
I think now that Conquests are launched, they've got that out now in the wild. Now it's time to drop the marquees and to drop these characters.
Give us the merch.
It's got to be Scout Trooper. It has to be Scout Trooper. And if you go back to that picture, Cubs, if you can bring it back up, if you don't mind, that ability picture you just showed us a second ago.
The ability, of Moff Gideon. Yeah.
Moff Gideon's kit with his ability. I just want to show you something quickly that a lot of people, I'm sure, have already picked up on. If you have a look at the logo, the image in the middle there, there's Scout Trooper in there, there's Stormtrooper in there, there's Death Trooper in there. Only one thing missing out of that image is the Scout Trooper. Let's be honest. It has to be Scout Trooper. It's only
that is, I've never noticed that. That's fascinating. They've got 2 Scout Troopers there.
They do. They do. Whether it's 1 or 2, again, there's strength in numbers. We know 2's in the movie. Maybe we'll get 2. We only need 1 to complete the ability.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Scout Trooper, and maybe it'll be stacking as well, like the Dark Trooper is.
Yeah.
But yeah, the helmets are there, guys. The helmets are telling the story.
So this is we're missing Dark Trooper in here, though, huh?
We are missing Dark Trooper.
So we got Death Trooper, 2 Stormtroopers, and 2 Scout Troopers. But still, the fact that Scout Trooper is in there has to be, because I've been wondering what would that support character be. A lot of people would speculate Scout Trooper. I think there's other variants of troopers that you could bring in. Maybe an Imperial officer you could bring in. Maybe a Flame Trooper, something like that. But seeing Scout Trooper in there makes me think, let's put the debate to rest. Scout Trooper confirmed.
I think Scout Trooper is good. Another one that was thrown out there, just an outside chance, was from the Mandalorian show, The Client. Werner Herzog's character, very similar to like a Grief Karga type character as far as abilities. That could also work as well. But my money would be on Scout Trooper. I think that I'm surprised we haven't got Scout Trooper up until now. They were saving that. And being in Gideon's ability, image, and logo, now knowing that Gideon is running the Imperial Remnant faction, I'd be really surprised if Scout Trooper doesn't make it and fill that last slot.
So that's 2 really big characters to be excited for. Bo-Katan, obviously for a lot of us a fan favorite. Scout Trooper, one of the longest asked for characters in Galaxy of Heroes. One of the more sought after Empire characters we could ask for. So Hynesy, I got to ask you, assuming both of these characters are coming, which would you be the most excited for between the 2?
both are going to be great. I mean, Bo-Katan will be incredible, especially but she needs to really give Beskar Mando some love, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He needs something. He has a missing link. Very much like when Darth Revan came out and then Darth Malak came in, he made that insane. Yeah. We need Bo-Katan to do the same thing to Beskar Mando, in my thoughts, in my opinion only. I think it needs to be done because at the moment there's been a huge investment in this character and he's lacking in, that's just what I think straight up. So he's great. Scout Trooper, finishing off the remnants. It makes sense. We still got 3 Tuskens. We don't want to get into that situation, still talk about it after all these years, right? Yeah. So get the Scout Trooper in there, finish that faction off, get Gideon's ability working correctly the way it's intended, and we're all ready to go. So it just makes sense. It's common sense stuff these days.
All right, so Hynesy and Cub's prediction, Bo-Katan and Scout Trooper coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes very soon. Do you want to put a Zeta bet on it? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, I've got to pay up my Zeta bet pretty soon, Cubs. You remember, we didn't do it last week. For some reason.
I know, I've got one to pay up too, it sounds like. I still need to see this, so I don't remember it, but I guess I said at some point that if Crumb came on and talked to me.
Yeah. The first one in January, the very first stream in January, when we came back, it's like, is CG going to even talk to us? That was the debate we had at the time, and I'm pretty sure we put some sort of a bet on it. I think it was a Zeta bet, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, we'll look it up. I don't want to get out of any bets. I just want to know what the bet was because I don't remember it. So we'll find out what that is. But this may be the first bet you've ever won.
It could be. It'd be nice for a change.
It'd be a momentous occasion.
The roster's struggling a bit with all these Zetas I'm dropping on, but I do owe you one. I am aware of that because Conquest came out. As you know, the first week of March, I said it was going to be end of March. So I have a Zeta saved. We'll do that on our video very soon. So you don't miss that one.
I've been looking forward to this. All right, guys. Our video's not done here. We got to jump over to Hynesy's channel. He's going to be posting his video here. If he hasn't already, he will be very soon. Be sure to check that out. And yeah, Hynesy, thanks for joining me. And as always, my brothers, don't forget,